Hey guys, thanks for jumping on live with me again today. Yesterday was kind of the introduction to my Mom is Hard, Mommin' Ain't Easy series, and so today we're going to kick it off with my first topic. I'm going to go deep into this the first day here, and I want to talk a little bit about how I have learned to embrace my mess. Whatever you want to define that as. Basically, what I mean by that is we all have a mess, and whether it's whatever it is for you, it's there. And while you might look at somebody else's mess or think they don't have a mess, I believe you're wrong. I believe that we all have a mess, and we all fall into the trap of thinking that our mess is worse and uglier and more unforgivable than anyone else's mess. And it's just not true. It's kind of cute that we think that sometimes. So what I want to talk about is how I kind of got out of my head about my mess. About a year ago, a little over a year ago, a good friend of mine, I had just started my kind of self-improvement journey, and I think you hit an age in your life sometimes it's earlier than me, but I'm where I'm at. And this good friend, I had posted about a book that I had just finished reading, and it was a moving book. It was great. And she sent me a message saying that she had just finished this book and thought that it would be right up my alley. To this day, I don't think she knows how profoundly that suggestion changed my life. The name of the book is called, and a lot of you probably have read it, it's called Carry On Warrior, by Glennon Doyle Melton, and I will post the link to it below. But it was definitely a game changer for me. It literally taught me to embrace my life, as messy as it was, in all the mess, basically sold as is, and that was okay, and that was good, and that those around us accepted that, and that I was the hardest judge on myself. It helped me to kind of look at the world around me and to not fall into the trap of seeing the pretty images on Instagram and seeing these people's, on social media, seeing these beautiful videos of clean homes and kids that, had been bathed recently, and all of these things happening all at once. Dinner on the table, clean house, clean kids. I mean, maybe I'm off base, but I know we're not all living that. I know that that's not all happening every day. And it helped me to realize that even if for some moms that is happening every day, that there's other mess. There's mess in their heart. There's mess in their marriage. There's mess everywhere. And some mess is bigger than other mess, like I said. But one thing it also helped me to learn is to look for mentors, look for people to surround myself with that were honest about their mess, that where I could feel comfortable being real and messy and completely brave around these people, and that has changed my life. It has taught me to join a tribe that accepts all my mess. In the book, she shares a lot of things. She dealt with a lot of struggles. Her mess is different than my mess and your mess and your neighbor's mess. But she went through trouble with eating disorders, alcohol, drugs, sex, abortion, and how they continued to follow her and shape her life until one day she just let it stop. Eventually, she recognized that those were the struggles that built her, that were who she was, built her brick by brick. And like I said before, we all have different struggles. You might feel like they're different, but they are yours, and they still hurt the same way. one of the concepts that I loved in her book, and she carried this into the next book that I read of hers that I'll talk about in another video, is she introduces the term brutiful. And I'm not having speech trouble. It's literally brutiful, to describe life and its lessons as a combination of brutal and beautiful. And I think that there couldn't be a better description of it than that. Life truly is brutiful. We wouldn't change it. We wouldn't leave it. But it's messy. I want to leave you with one of my favorite passages from the book. Some days it pertains to my marriage. Some days it pertains to my kids. Some days it plays into my parents, my siblings, my friends, other people in my life. But it definitely embodies a lot of what I feel. And so forgive me as I'm going to read this so that I don't mess it up. But I want you to hear this. Love is not warm and fuzzy or sweet and sticky. It's having your heart ripped out, putting it back together, and the next day offering it back up to the same world that just tore it up. And I just think that that is so true. And in order to keep on having all the beautiful from our life, we have to put our heart back out there every day. And being a mom, I mean, we do that every second of every day, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Anyway, I will post this up on my blog a little bit later, and I'll post the link to the book, and it's a great book. I am kind of tossing around the idea of reading it again and running a book club with that book. So if you're interested in possibly joining me for that, post in the comments below here, and I will get back to you. Anyways, thanks for jumping on with me today, you guys, and listening to me ramble about my mess. I will see y'all soon. Have a great afternoon. Bye.